California again.
3 dreary months have passed away, and yet we starve on this uncomfortable piece of rock. 3 months have passed since myself and Mr. Reed, along with Miss Fanny Holland and that fiend incarnate, Arthur Cecil, were, by the captain of the Hot Cross Bun, upon this hateful isle deposited. Oh, I have borne such wrongs since I have been here, such injustices, such cruel infamies at Mr. Cecil's hands, that I can tear his evil eyes from their abiding place. No matter, but a time will come. Till then, we dissemble as best we may. What ho there, Mr. Reed?
Yes, my dear.
Is anything in sight?
Nothing, my dear.
You may come down now. He's been perched up upon that bad eminence 6 hours and 30 minutes. A little rest, perhaps, will do him good. In 20 minutes, up he goes again.
20 minutes more and I go up again. Oh, Mrs. Reed, mercy.
Never.
The air is cold up there, and the rocks cut like razors.
Your duty is to keep a sharp lookout.
There's no doubt about its sharpness. A moody woman, will nothing touch your heart?
Nothing. You have yourself to blame for all. Aye, sir, yourself, and several times yourself. That is, if you can indeed be yourself, or so frequently beside yourself.
Oh, but, my dear, consider, it wasn't I who insisted on going on an Asiatic tour with ages ago.
In truth, that fortunate idea was mine.
And coming home in the steamship, it wasn't I who insisted on playing ages ago every night in the chief cabin until the passengers could stand it no longer and petitioned the captain to set us all on shore on the first island he came to. It was your idea, and you compelled me to do it. I expostulated, but you insisted. When you insist, oh Lord.
Enough of this recrimination, sir, and understand me, gentlemen, once for all, that you are my lord and master. Yours the right to check a weak woman when she makes an injudicious wish. Oh, you are a man, and I a weak woman. Your humble, timid, truthful little wife. You should exercise your influence to check me in my injudicious ways, even to the point of physical treatment.
My dear, I didn't think you'd like it.
Like it? I do like that. Like it. What invalid likes medicine? What matters that if it were good for me?
Yes, my dear. I did remonstrate you, but you threatened to have the captain throw me in irons. That's all. You're very hard on me. You'll make all decisions yourself and blame me when things go badly. Well, it's your fault that Arthur Cecil has the only share of the island on which anything will grow, while you and Miss Holland and I are all stuck on a barren rock of land and are entirely dependent on him for everything we eat.
I shared the island, sir, in equal fourths. 1/4 I gave you, 1/4 I gave Miss Holland, 1 I took myself, and the remaining portion I assigned to that black-hearted monster, Arthur Cecil. This very just arrangement I designed when I imagined this isle was all rock, as our 3/4 unfortunately are, and little dreamt that the portion I assigned Cecil was an eastern paradise, teeming with fruitful life of all kinds, his shores abounding with the choicest fish. Oh, while these our shores are as empty as your hand, our pebble beach as hard as your heart, and our glassy seas as empty as your head. I am a weak and trembling girl, unfitted quite to combat with the world. You are a man, my husband. Oh, you should check my wayward whim and set me right.
Yes, go on at me. We are entirely dependent on him for everything we eat, and it's my fault. He finds out what foods we don't like and feeds us on it, and it is my doing. He makes us wake up every morning with a new song, and it's because of me. He insists on you speaking to him in blank verse, and it is because of my actions. He insists on my speaking to him only in perpetual rhyme, and I have no one to blame but myself. Oh, he compels Miss Holland to speak only in recitatives, and it's all my fault. Yes, go on at me. I have no friends.
Rebellious insolent, come up you go. Resume your post this instant, sir.
I apologize. I entreat. I'll say anything if you'll just let me stay and see what Arthur Cecil may give us for breakfast. I've had nothing to eat since the day before last, and I'm feeling a little faint. Here comes Miss Holland. Good morning, Miss Holland. And what have you got there?
Fried sole, turtle fin, coconut milk, plover's eggs, 2 pounds of ham, 14 pork chops, and a roast pheasant. Don't it smell nice?
In truth, the viands have a goodly savor. Stay, think you that when eating pheasant, men are prone to count the legs?
Huh? How do you mean?
A pheasant, miss, has 2 legs. Let's say, for sake of argument, its legs are 2. If one were taken from it, do you think its absence would be noted?
Quite sure it would. I wouldn't hear of such a thing. Mr. Cecil feeds me on coconuts and breadfruits on the condition that I prepare his meals for him, and if I allowed his breakfast to be tampered with, it would be more than my place was worth.
Oh, but consider, what if the pheasant had met with an accident? That it was a cripple, that it had been run over by an omnibus and wore a peg leg, anything, for we are so hungry.
Quite out of the question. But what is the matter with Mrs. Reed?
Mrs. Reed has been practicing blank verse all day and she's quite exhausted.
But why does she speak in blank verse when Mr. Cecil isn't here?
Oh, by way of keeping her hand in. She's always bothering me when we are alone to practice rhyming by way of keeping my hand in, but thankfully I have such a wonderful gift of improvising, I've no need to practice.
As for my recitation, I take my chances about that. But it is time to wake the monster, and his breakfast is getting cold.
Well, I've written a new carol for him. He makes us wake him with a new carol every morning. Here are the parts. Now then, all ready? Oh, you double-dyed scoundrel. Rise, pretty one, awaken. The night hath departed. By thee, our loved one forsaken. Peace, I'm broken-hearted. O'er thee now our treasure. A vigil we're keeping, and earth has no pleasure. While dearest thou art sleeping.
That'll do, good people. Very bless you. Now, Miss Holland, breakfast.
Oh, but what about our breakfast? We've had nothing to eat for 2 days.
I thought I told you to always address me in rhyme.
Oh, I beg pardon, let's see. We feel particularly hungry and should like a slice of Cungary.
Cungary? Don't keep it.
Kangaroo.
You said Cungary.
Yes, local accent.
Oh, really? Well, I can't spare you any kangaroo. Do you like oysters?
Ugh, I can't bear oysters.
Rhyme.
Keep them and give them to monks in cloisters.
I cannot touch an oyster, never could. Of all the shelly tribe an oyster is, the mollusk I do most abominate. And when old age electrotypes my hair with bands of silver,
Oh,
I
that's
shall,
very good. Fine metaphor.
with bands of silver, I shall hate it still.
I stand out for my share of womanly assertion, and oysters I declare have been my pet aversion.
Well, that is unfortunate, as I have just discovered a bed of the very finest natives, and I intend to devote them to your exclusive sustenance.
This is too much, tyrant. Thine hour has come. We once for all throw off thy hated yoke. We no longer crouch beneath thy tyrant will, and Mr. Reed, Miss Holland, and myself assume once more the attitude of man.
Now, this is a crisis. My favorite orb, 'tis time to work thy spell.
Oh, that eye! Oh, Mr. Cecil, sir, how can you behold my tears?
She seems sympathetic. Shall I confide in her? I think I will. Listen. I am the victim of a hopeless passion.
A hopeless passion, how romantic.
Yes. Do you like anchovy with fish?
Yes, pretty well. What a strange question.
I adore anchovy sauce. Oh, every day occupies my thoughts. Every night I dream that I'm a young man at Burgess's, dwelling, so to speak, in a harem of anchovies. But why do I intrude my sorrows upon you? The subject is a painful one. Speaking of fish, you have cooked this sole like a francatelli.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you like it. Now, allow me to express your opinion, my opinion, of your conduct towards us. I think it is barbarous, infamous, monstrous, utterly and unspeakably monstrous. There, now, that's what I think about you, and you may make the most of it. Oh, that I!
My favorite orb has done its duty well.
Mysterious orb, what is the secret of that attaches that influence to that eye? I find myself dazzled by it. Oh, thou mysterious orb!
She little thinks that it's a glass one.
Hello, all of you!
What's the matter? Is anything in sight?
Yes!
Sail! We are saved! Saved! Oh.
I didn't say it was a sail, my dear. I said it was something. It's not a sail, it's a cask. Apparently a provision cask, which is floating to our shores.
Mind if it's cast upon our shores, the cask is ours.
Certainly, and to me, if it is cast upon my shores.
Agreed.
It's ours.
Oh, now, minion, the days of thy oppressive dynasty are numbered. At last
beg
we are
your
independent of
Pardon? But will you celebrate your freedom in blank verse as per agreement?
Never.
This is rebellion.
It is.
Let me understand what it is you want. Now pray be distinct.
Oh, I will be distinct. So distinct.
Your manner is quite extraordinary. It cannot be that anything has disagreed with them. Oh, I suppose I must once again resort to my valuable eye.
I anticipated. We are prepared.
Baffled.
The spell is broken. We are free.
But my dear, we should
Silence, sir. We are now free. This cask contains provision enough to last a month. Until such time has elapsed, a vessel will have sighted us, and we shall be saved.
Oh, but...
Will you be quiet, sir? We are no longer dependent for the food we eat on the whims of a capricious tyrant. We are free agents, disestablished, and we hereby renounce all allegiance to him.
But, my dear, if I may suggest...
Will you be quiet, sir? Oh, meat in abundance, meat for breakfast, meat for dinner, meat for tea. Oh, we shall have such meals. What is it?
Anchovy sauce.
Can it be?
Well, Mr. Reed, a nice mess you've made of this.
This? Come, I like that.
Upon my word, you put us in quite a pretty predicament.
Oh, but you wouldn't let me have a say. You would do it all yourself.
I would, and where were you about all the while you allowed me to do so? I am a weak woman. If I make mistakes, it is your duty in right of your superior knowledge of the world to correct me.
My dear, I said it was injudicious.
You said words, pathetic man. You should have acted. You should have choked my mouth the moment you heard me making injudicious remarks. And if that had not the effect of stopping me, you should have carried me bodily away.
Admirable. Oh, the bouquet is perfect. Stop! I have a suggestion. You have a cask of anchovy sauce. I should purchase a quart of it with any produce my share of the island supplies.
Agreed.
Mr. Reed, how dare you interfere? Leave this to me. No, sir, we are not retail traders. The whole cask or none.
Good. How much?
Our terms are these. We exchange shares of the island. You take our shares, and we take yours.
My dear, isn't it a bit rash to...
Don't interfere, Mr. Reed. You know you're always in the wrong.
We must have full control over your fourth of the island, and you can have full control over the barrel of anchovy sauce. Moreover, we will undertake to supply you with any food in animal or vegetable form you may require.
My dear, I must suggest... Jessica's entering this rash.
Silence! Attend to your own business and leave me to manage mine.
These are your unalterable terms.
They are.
Agreed. On one condition, that you surrender those sunglasses.
Good.
Oh, but I say, you know...
Silence, sir. The deed is done, and we take possession. Mr. Reed, you will now call on Mr. Cecil every morning for orders. Mr. Reed, a sail! A sail? A sail? We are saved! A large three-masted ship is laying about 3 miles offshore. She has seen us, and she has just put off a boat. Oh, if you come here, you can see her distinctly.
So we can. Cecil, we are saved.
Well, we needn't have troubled ourselves to change sides if we'd known that 10 minutes since.
Mind you, Mr. Cecil, the exchange holds good. The fourth of the island is ours.
Oh, but what's the good of it, my dear? Now we are saved.
Good of it. As soon as I get back to England, I will establish a Tropical Produce Supply Company Limited. And I'll send you here as resident manager. The profits will be gigantic.
But what can I do with my 3 forts?
That's your affair. You can form a building society and parcel it out in villa residences.
But it's all solid rock. Look here. What? What's this?
Gold!
Solid gold!
Oh, unspeakable happiness!
Astounding, overwhelming discovery.
We shall be the richest people in the world.
I shall buy the Koh-i-Noor and wear it in my hair.
I shall buy the United States and establish a despotism.
I shall buy Ireland and evict everybody!
I don't mean to intrude upon your rapture, but you seem to forget that the golden portion of the island belongs to me.
But surely, sir, you will allow us to share it.
On no account whatever.
But the division into shares was a temporary arrangement intended to last only until we were taken off the island.
Oh, I don't think so. What about the
Tropical Polar Supply Company Limited that you intended to establish?
Well, Mr. Reed, what a pretty bargain you've made exchanging shares with Mr. Reed.
I made of this. Come, I like that.
You've given up a pretty property.
But my dear, you wouldn't let me have a say in anything. You would do it yourself.
Ah, the old excuse. How often am I to tell you that you are my lord and master, and a husband is responsible for his wife's arrangements?
But you wouldn't let me have a say in any of it. You did it all.
I don't think you need choose this moment for complaining of me. If it hadn't been for me, that ship would have never been sighted, and we may have remained here the rest of our days. In all events, I give that you have me to thank for our rescue.
There's a boat! And there's only one on it.
Oh, the boat! Save, save!
Move!
Oh, tremble! I am a pirate chief. Who comes upon me comes to grief. I hope I didn't frighten you.
Oh, no, not at all. But we are glad to make your acquaintance.
I'm so glad. Did you ever suffer from remorse?
Never. Perhaps my wife does. If she don't, she ought to.
Why?
Because it's all through her we've fallen into your hands.
Oh, mercy! Spare us.
Spare you? I can't. I'm the pirate queen of the southern seas.
Are then our lives to pay the penalty of our capture?
That's it, ma'am. Isn't it dreadful?
Upon my life, I think it is.
I mean, my life, ma'am. A pirate life. Oh, I'm so ashamed of it.
I don't want to appear inquisitive, but if you don't like the profession, why don't you leave it?
That's just it. I can't. I'm bound to it. I have the tenderest soul on the face of the earth. I had a good father and a good mother who brought me up carefully and gave me a good musical education. But the force of circumstances have forced me into a line of life for which I am not by education qualified or by inclination intended. To think, before the sun is set, I am bound to shoot you all!
Oh, spare us, madam.
Spare us! We are women.
What? Both of you?
Yes, both of us.
No, that lady and I.
I am a woman.
I felt sure of it. But I can't help it. You all must die!
But, madam, consider the awful nature of your threat.
Consider the ladies.
No.
Their feelings.
Don't bother their feelings. What are their feelings compared to mine? They only have to be killed. I'm the one who has to kill them. They have the satisfaction of knowing whatever happens to them isn't their fault. No, I haven't that satisfaction.
I don't want to appear inquisitive, but if you're so tender-hearted, how came you to adopt piracy as a profession?
Listen, I would tell you my history and the history of my family. Shall I begin at the beginning?
Oh, do.
I shall. In the reign of Edward III, there dwelt in a small village in Suffolk a poor but honest cottager.
Never mind the history of your ancestors. We'll take that tomorrow.
You shall. Tomorrow you'll be in a position to hear it from their own lips. I shall confine myself to my own personal history. I was the only daughter of a kind and indulgent father and a kind and indulgent mother, whose only care was to gratify my smallest whim. On my 7th birthday, my father asked me what I would like to be. Now, I always had a hankering for the sea life, but I didn't want to leave my parents because I was such an affectionate child. So I told my father that I should like to be a pilot.
Oh.
My kind father consented and sent me with my nurse to be apprenticed to a pilot. The girl, very good girl, but stupid, mistaking his instructions, apprenticed me to a pirate of her acquaintance and bound me to serve him diligently and faithfully until I turned 21. We set sail that evening. I never saw my native land since.
But since it appears it was all a mistake, why don't you give it up?
What? Break my articles? Never. I promised to work them out, and I must keep my word. But when they expire, I intend to renounce my dreadful life forever.
Your story fascinates me strangely. Tell me, where did you live?
Greenwich.
And your father's name was?
German Reed.
My long-lost daughter!
And you are?
German Reed!
And you?
Mrs. Reed!
My father and my mother!
This is indeed a happy occurrence. We shall all go home together, and we will never, never be separated again.
But you forget my painful duty.
Miserable creature.
Is there no way out of the difficulty?
Surely you wouldn't put your terrible plan into execution against your own father.
Surely you wouldn't put your threat into execution against your parents. The lives of these two will satisfy you.
But I have no alternative. According to the articles of my apprenticeship, I must slaughter every prisoner I take. You wouldn't ask me to break my articles.
No. What is to be done?
When do your articles expire?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow I turn 21. Painful, isn't it?
There is no way out of this difficulty.
None. She's quite right.
Quite.
I wouldn't have her break her articles of apprenticeship for anything. I always taught her a strict adherence to her engagements. And I'm glad, very glad, Angelina, to see that you have not forgotten my precepts.
Stay. An idea occurs to me by which the difficulty might be evaded.
Indeed, state it then.
My dear sir, if you can find any legitimate way in which I can consciously evade the discharge of my painful duty, I'd be extremely grateful.
You are 21 tomorrow.
At 4:45 tomorrow morning.
You were born at Greenwich.
Greenwich?
On the meridian. Good. We are here at longitude 50 degrees east of Greenwich.
Exactly.
Then, allowing for differences in longitude, by my calculations, you came of age 20 minutes ago.
quite true. That never occurred to me till now.
Oh, my preserver!
The consideration removes all difficulty. The pirate's conscience is satisfied. She's out of her articles and proposes, from this moment on, to atone for her involuntary misdeeds by an immaculate life.
And you will take us home on your ship?
I will.